Hello and welcome back to the Jumpcast. I am your host, host, and I'm joined by my two other co-hosts, Nick and Max.
Hello.
Nick is there.
Yes.
I
I
also
just feel
forgot
a little
to.
shy today.
Yeah, exactly. I forgot to mention that my name is also Max. Funnily enough, Max 2 to be specific. I am back from my little excursion abroad.
Yippee.
Glad to be back on the podcast. This is episode 62. Yes, I'm.
Yes, you got
62.
it.
I got it. We are covering chapter 256 of Jujutsu Kaisen. If you have not read it, this is going to be absolute total spoilers. If that wasn't blatantly obvious already. So
Yes.
Nick, if you would please get us going on that recap.
Yes. I'll jump straight into it. So the panel starts off with we see Gojo sitting in a chair. It doesn't have like the black outlines to say whether this is in the past or not, but it looks like it's some sort of conversation that somebody had with Gojo. And it's him breaking it down on he gives a brief explanation of the Black Flash and how it works, but he said that that's really like a it's a simple explanation of it. It doesn't go really in depth on it because he said that because I have the six eyes, I should be able to land a Black Flash whenever I want, but that's not the case. There has to be some form of luck or other factor. He even said like humidity and temperature can be a factor in landing a Black Flash. Um, so he just goes on this sort of discussion of saying like Black Flash is a lot more complicated and we don't know it exactly. Um, he also comments that Nanami has been the person that has gotten the most consecutive Black Flashes, but in general, Gojo has gotten more, of course, because he is Gojo. Um, and he also points out that he hasn't had as many opportunities because his fights don't last as long because again, he is Gojo. And we also see a little comment either by the editor or most likely more the narrator in the bottom left of the panel saying Itadori will overtake Gojo's score in terms of block flashes. So we're going to see some nasty shit come up. We then cut back to the fight where we see Sukuna giving that sort of deathly aura, the honored one aura, as I'll put it, after landing the second Black Flash on LaRue, and we get commentary from the four combatants of Miguel saying that this isn't looking good. He's gonna gain some momentum. Maki pointed out that again he's also gaining some momentum after landing that second Black Flash. Yuji saying he may recover his reverse curse technique again. And then Choso is a little confused on the situation, but saying it looks like these people are our friends. He didn't know that Miguel and LaRue were going to join in. So he's saying that we should cooperate to just take down Sukuna right now before he gets his reverse curse technique back. We then see Choso and Yuji try to land some hits on him to try to trap him with a what's the walking bar, a walking assist bar, whatever.
Like a guardrail, right?
Rail is a good
Yeah.
way to put it. Just trying to trap Sukuna. Choso tries to land a piercing blood on him. Uh, Sukuna, as always, just dodges out of it. Maki tries to come in, tries to stab him with the Soul Split Katana again. Sukuna catches it just in time. We then see this quick bout between Sukuna and Maki. Choso saying, he's confused because he's saying like, is he using the air as footing? Which initial translations from the leaks said that it was Maki. But now we know that it was Sukuna that is also like climbing and using the air as like some form of um why can't I think as footing. And then we see Sukuna with a big old grin on his face as he lands a third Black Flash on Maki, bust her into like a mall or of some sort. And she points out, oh, this is the third time, and she gets hit with some form of a cleave, and she points out, oh God, his output is increasing again. And then Choso steps in, tries to hit him with a supernova, can't do it, gets juked, thrown into a wall, and that's where Sukuna lands his fourth Black Flash. Choso surprisingly manages to somewhat block it, covering the hit with blood, with hardened blood to try to decrease the damage as Yuji tries to go in for another hit. Choso out here with great battle IQ saying it doesn't matter how many times Sukuna lands a Black Flash as long as Yuji keeps on punching him and disturbing the soul from the vessel, he should be able to decrease his output. Miguel grabs LaRue and said, "Hey, we should get out of here. This fight isn't gonna turn out very good for us." And LaRue's like, "No, I have some more work to do." Um, we also see after Choso thinks all this sort of stuff, he dabs up Yuji, and it's like he used this as Yuji tries to knee Sukuna, fails. Sukuna grabs him, is about to beat the shit out of him, but Yuji point blank shoots him with the piercing blood, just basically confirming again he has blood manipulation. Gets a small hit on Sukuna. Sukuna lands some sort of slashing attack on him. We then see this great panel of Yuji readying up a punch. We see the narrator then explain that in Shibuya when Yuji fought Mahito, Mahito could tell that Yuji was about to land a Black Flash, and Sukuna is in that same perspective right now. But as that happens, Sukuna turns his head to LaRue with hearts for eyes, thinking, "What's going on? I can't take my eyes off of this guy." LaRue then explains that once he touches an opponent, it's more than just physically grabbing them. He can grab their heart in the way of like affection. So Sukuna's just looking over at LaRue as making him off guard as Yuji lands a nasty Black Flash, shooting him into the wall. We then get the narrator saying that this Black Flash has unlocked Yuji's potential. Yuji Itadori has awakened, and that's the end of the chapter. So, goddamn, was that a good fight? Like a good start to like this maybe final fight. We'll see. We love Black Flashes, and we love that. What is it? Yuji and Sukuna both landed them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. What do you guys think?
Absolutely crazy. Just absolutely baffling.
Yeah.
Everybody's popping off. Everyone's going ham. And it's huh?
That 120%.
Mm-hmm.
Like back from like Shibuya. That's what's going on right now.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just gonna get crazier and crazier. Like genuinely, I love how much the stakes are continuing to increase, even though that this fight has gone on for so long. Like,
yeah,
even though Sukuna is absolutely devastated, or not devastated, heavily beat down, he's weakened. It's still very clear that this is a close fight, and it's going to continue to be a close fight. And we're just seeing the battle of the wills, the type of shit that I love to see in a shonen, where it's like, yeah, this is a fight, but this is also a battle between two ideologies to a certain extent. Caring and non-caring. And it's, oh man, just the panels are just getting better and better each chapter.
Yeah. You put that together so well. I forgot even that like we're in that battle of like the ideologies,
Mm-hmm.
like how Sukuna pointed that out once he absorbed Tengen of like, I'm gonna kill all of you and then summon Tengen just to prove that my ideology is better than Yuji's.
Mm-hmm.
And we're seeing like they're finally kind of meeting those levels because Yuji has been on like he's been on the weaker side, and then getting two confirmations that Yuji has awakened as a sorcerer again, and that he is going to do more Black Flashes than Gojo has in his lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
It's really fun. I'm excited to see what next chapter is even gonna look like. If it's just gonna be Yuji just Black Flash after Black Flash, just like catching up instantly, or if he's gonna throw out more of those later on in this fight.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a point where Yuji just literally every single punch is a black flash, and it just escalates to
Yeah.
1,000, and he just absolutely pummels Sukuna, which I mean would be like the final bit to the fight, which would be awesome. But hey, we'll see.
Well, I want to see with it like how much it amps up like Yuji using blood manipulation, because I think it'd be pretty fun to see if some way maybe you know how he quote unquote ate his other brothers. I don't know if that was the turning point that let him use blood manipulation, but I want to know if there's something in that also maybe as he's hitting more black flashes, cursed energy is going to replenish his own blood, so he could use blood manipulation more. But also I want to know if okay, so I guess no, that's the big question everyone's asking. But what does the awakening entail? Like, is he gonna his soul hitting hits? They're probably gonna land like harder hits. But what is that gonna do to Sukuna and his control over Megami?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's a good question. I mean, we very well might see Megami wake up a little bit here. It'd be nice, but well, that's the thing. I don't know. Maybe we'll just get one of those muscle memory type of things where Megami, just like the unconscious side of him, is gonna start trying to fight back, not consciously. Just
yeah, like we see like Sukuna about to like hit Yuji with a slash, and then the hand flips up and the slash gets shot up in the air or something. I don't know how it would be, but I know Nick and I had talked about that innate domain that Sukuna has, like that he's talked to Yuji internally in.
Yeah.
I'd love to see like a domain clash in that sense of like Sukuna tries to throw out Malevolent Shrine, and then Megami throws out Chimera Shadow Guard in the innate domain, doing a domain push and pull in there. So we see it looks like the cast is gonna die, but they I know Sukuna doesn't have a sure hit on his domain, and I think it'd be cool to see like that kind of push and pull of two barrierless domains, kind of how that helps each other, or how that, because a normal domain clash, you don't get the sure hit, but what does that mean for a barrierless one?
Right. Oh, that would be interesting to see. Also, like maybe, I mean, this probably won't happen, but like, okay, honestly, I don't want this to happen, but Yuji Domain question mark? You know what I mean? Like maybe
we get all that hype like at the beginning of the series that like the most refined thing that a Jujutsu sorcerer can do is a domain. So it'd be fun to see if he actually tried to do something like that.
Or like he just innately, because of this, like if he keeps hitting black flashes, maybe it's just something like his own innate domain activates and he doesn't even mean for it to happen. I don't know. That'd be interesting.
That true awakening.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that'd be
subconsciously.
Yeah, we have no idea really what his awakening entails. Yeah. I don't know.
I think that he's just gonna. How I imagine how it's gonna go is that like black flash after black flash, and we're gonna get like we got that POV of like Yuji was finally able to see Megami's soul, and Megami's just like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. So I would love to see that, just like each black flash, like maybe even that's the start to the next chapter, is that like they're in that sort of in the water, because that's what it looked like, and then it's just like Yuji like just talking to Megami, just like, you need to keep pushing, you need to keep on fighting, just like being able to have that conversation with them, that like maybe, what's my best way to put it,
it's gonna be okay, like no matter what happens.
How Yuji found his resolve in the fact of like, I'm gonna keep Nanami's wishes going, like explaining to him like he could do the same for Sumiki, because he just thought Sumiki was a good, kind, genuine person that got robbed of her life, and just like, it's your job then to push her will, not to just sit around and wait to die, because they were both in that same headspace before, and like each of those black flashes are like getting to Megami will actually start to listen, and then we get that innate domain. We get like him actually trying to take control of his body again, while Yuji fights him. While Yuji fights Sukuna on the outside, just saying like, "Bro, you're done. You're gone."
Sit down.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that that'd be fun. I also my brain is jumping around everywhere, but I love seeing on page 17 at the bottom when he's looking over at LaRue that like even his big eyes have hearts in them
Yeah.
and they're gigantic. Um I
Bro's
I
in
also
love.
yeah, he's in love. You just thought, damn, dude, that's
This
the
is
man.
what true love is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um the other thing that I wanted to point out that I thought was really fun was like when Choso was like when he gave Yuji the convergence, um my coworker had the idea that initially that the I think it most likely was that like Choso's like, I'm gonna make this hardened blood, give it to Yuji so that he can shoot the piercing blood. But another idea was that like the whatever the hell the soul switch technique was or anything like that, that maybe it had to do with that. Like he dabbed up Choso and he could do blood manipulation just for a second.
Mhm.
Like maybe it's some form of copying the technique. How
Yeah.
true that is, I don't know, but it's just a fun idea to shoot out there.
I think
Well,
that's probably
oh no,
what
you
it
go.
is. No, go.
Oh, I was gonna say, so at the beginning, like of volume 0 of Jujutsu Kaisen, it came off, at least from my reading of it, that not everyone has their own technique. At first, like, I don't know if it was just me misreading Yuta, but it seemed like Gojo was just teaching techniques to him. Like he wasn't copying them. He was just, okay, well, you kind of got this, you kind of got curse speech out. Okay, let's practice another one. Let's practice reverse curse technique. Um, so my thought was just maybe, I don't know if the Gege's looking more into like that train of thought again, but maybe something like that. If
That
you know what I
yeah,
mean, he doesn't have copy, but he's learning techniques.
Mm-hmm.
And I know blood manipulation is a family technique, but
Well,
in some form, because of his relation
that's what I was
to
about to say.
Kenjaku and eating the brothers, he's been able to unlock that part of his body.
Mm-hmm.
So
it could also entail the ancient body that Sukuna talked about when he first awakened in Megami, just like, oh, he's from that era,
Mm-hmm.
and like again saying that Kenjaku's crazy, just like, all right, you made a vessel that is both has the strength of a heavenly restricted person, but has the ability to learn multiple techniques.
Right.
yeah,
It's just like, so that's another option. And Sukuna has pointed out before that most of the time, like people can use other techniques, just most of the time it comes at some form of heavenly restriction.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing of Sukuna doing like he lost an arm, but he needed to do the chance in order to make the world cutting slash. So he's like, binding vow, use the world cutting slash without having to do the hand signs. And the most likely thing is that he got rid of the 10 shadows technique to make up for it.
Mm.
Or maybe the fire technique. Maybe that's also an
That's
option,
the
but
thing. The black box still hasn't been explained, and I need Gege to have Sukuna whip that out again so we can understand what that is.
oh dude, maybe that's the whole thing is that Yuji also can use the black box.
That would be wild.
that's not the
that's
cleave and
actually-
dismantle is what he's gonna do. It's gonna be the black box would be kind of interesting.
Like that's why he can use like blood manipulation.
Mm.
It's like that would actually be really cool. Now that I'm thinking about that, like damn, maybe I'm cooking with that. We'll see
Yo.
how it goes. But
Hey, that's always a possibility.
yeah. Especially because like Sukuna makes fun of like the modern day like curse spirit and Jujutsu sorcerer, like, oh, you don't know how to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not gonna make it any more powerful by explaining the technique, like you fucking bastard. So maybe that could be it.
Hey, that would be wild if Yuji just says the black box and then whips something out that's just absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's hollow purple.
That
That would never happen, but just it'd be funny.
would be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no, dude, it's crazy how the series could be going.
Yeah, I am glad that this is, in a way, I would have liked Gege to take more time with the story, but I think now that we're at this point, I'm pretty happy with the speed. I know we had talked about previously how we wanted it to take a little bit longer, but honestly, I think the stakes got high enough and we skipped enough time where now we're just in the action and it is incredibly entertaining.
Mm.
And I feel like from here on out, it will just be a pretty solid end of the story. Gege could still fuck it up, but I still have trust that they won't. But yeah, I'm just hyped as fuck to see what happens next. That's just been my general takeaway from every chapter. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm just always hyped to see what happens next, regardless.
Oh yeah, me too. Like specifically because we saw these last two panels of like the narrators saying that like Yuji has awakened. It's just like
Mhm.
let's go. Because also a bunch of people have been complaining that like Yuji in the grand scheme of the series has been like a side character after Shibuya,
Yep.
but like this is like him like as people have said before, like this is him taking back his main character role. It's just like, you know what? I'm that guy, and
Mhm.
you're gonna see how. Um, so just seeing that is like, holy shit, we're finally getting to focus back on our main guy.
Yep.
Let's see
Mhm.
how this goes.
Yeah, no, he's taking his own destiny into his own hands
Mhm.
almost.
He's back. We're so back. We are
Yeah.
so back.
I I also love that we've had so much fucking setup for LaRue's curse technique,
Mhm.
and this is like one of the big deciding factors in this fight was the fact that like Sukuna couldn't block the punch. Like, I mean, we're not gonna see it, but I would love to just see a hole in his chest after what the hell Yuji did. Like
Mhm.
Yuji is not pulling a punch, and there's already an opening. He's just
It's
like he's smashing the heart. It's gone.
I was thinking because like people like there's the comparison people always make. I don't know. I don't want to say comparison, but like Yuji and Spider Man. I don't know if it was literally just because like Spider Man is voiced by
Actor.
the same M. Yeah, but like Spider Man has always pulled his punches,
Mhm.
and like I think in some way subconsciously Yuji maybe I don't know if they've never stated it,
Unless
but
it's
like
like a spirit.
subconsciously maybe he's been pulling them a little bit.
No,
Like
100% he
and
has been.
this is him like actually letting one out, and maybe like his no hold back punches are black flashes. Like
That would be
that's why he's able to hit them so frequently. Is he doesn't hold back.
I,
crazy. I think you're probably right about that, honestly.
Because
I think it depends because like this dude with Mahito specifically and like that whole arc is like he's learned that like he fucking hates cursed spirits
Mhm.
and he's gonna do anything he can to eradicate them. I don't think he ever pulls his punches on that stuff. Maybe I think there's circumstance, especially because it's Megumi's body, like maybe he is like trying to pull punches just a little bit
Oh yeah.
because of that subconscious, like this is like my closest friend.
Mhm.
But like letting this one out of just like, you know what? I fucking hate Sukuna with every fiber of my being. And
Mhm.
this is my
Maybe
cry to the world that I hate him and just the black
yeah.
flash.
Well, like you like I'm thinking about it. Like Yuji, like maybe unintentionally has made some heavenly restriction that he gets this power up when he's like, I will kill you.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you know we see when he fights Mahito that he's like, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna keep killing you every time you come back. Like instead of saying I'm going to defeat you,
Right.
like that
Yeah.
word.
I will exorcise you. He doesn't even say that. He says I will kill.
Yeah,
Like he's like, fuck this sorcerer talk. I know what I mean with my words.
Put him up.
I want to make sure you never exist.
Yeah, exactly. Man, it's just
Again, I want to see a hole through Sukuna's chest like next panel. He's like, oh god.
bro, If he's not profusely bleeding from his mouth, I'm gonna be a little tilted.
Well, like I want to get like
Yeah,
a
me
little
too.
moment of like because like maybe I make fun of you, Yuji, but maybe you're not bad. You're not bad. Like
Yeah,
a moment,
maybe you can hold it
one
off.
time
He's
he'll
gonna be like,
actually.
this is just your first one. I'm on 4, and then just like another, like tries to deck Yuji in the face, but just
Yeah.
like bob and weave.
Bob and weave. Oh man. All right. Is there what else should we talk about?
I hope Maki's okay. She just got
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
bisected.
She did.
She got that Gojo treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it looks like she maybe like the katana maybe. Oh, never mind.
But she's just like, oh, this hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can feel it hurt.
So we'll see. Maybe you will come and snag her for a second and heal her up, and then we'll get her back in.
Yeah. I just want to see so much shit from Yuji now. Like the next chapter better just be the two of them fighting.
Yeah.
It can like I know that we talked like literally our last episode was Jump Kaisen was back. Like, nah, dude, I need to see this one-on-one now. I need to see Yuji just square up and beat the shit out of Sukuna.
Well, and I love that we're seeing that Yuji like just throw punches. I love that we're getting like his martial art ability back because like on page 13, the panel of him like grappling with Sukuna, like pulling him down was so good.
Just sticking his.
Oh yeah, when he grabs him and like he's initially pushing him down and Yuji's like pulling him down too and just like the all right, piercing blood.
Catch this wave, Lamau.
When it's like Yuji's resolve, I think he's always had the resolve to kill Sukuna ever since he took over Megami's body. But like on a very ending panel, like his eyes, like that resolve that we saw when he when he fought Mahito is back, and I love to see it back.
Oh, yeah. There's I forgot the name of the creator, but there's a creator that points out that like whenever Yuji has the spiral eyes is like when he's going like all out. Like that's like the fury and rage is just there. Specifically in the fight, his first fight with Sukuna once Megami switched bodies, like when he was just furious and he was like thrown through a skyscraper, like he had the same spirals. So I'm excited to see if they're actually right on that. Like when he has the spirals, it's just like he's in the zone, he's ready to just
flow state activation.
Yes. Yeah. Oh.
Bro's in there. Bro's ready.
Do you guys think that Sukuna's gonna get his reverse curse technique back next chapter?
Yeah, of course.
Well,
yeah. I don't think like as powerful as he's had it, maybe, but I think to some extent he's going to recover a little bit. And I mean, maybe that's what they need. Like they realize they need UG4 is to just like Sukuna starts getting something back. He's like, no. Nah. Black Flash, Soul Hit, whatever it's called. No. What are you doing? Not in my town. You're not that guy, pal. Like
you're not that guy. You're not that guy.
I wish we could get the same thing of Sukuna like passing out for a second. I know that isn't the case. Like he's still gonna be alive, but he's still gonna be awake. But like, I'm just remembering the Black Flash that Gojo landed on him, and like he's just like, I'm out. I'm knocked out.
And his little puppets had to take over for a second.
Yeah.
Well, it's like like when why can I not think of it? I just had a thought and I'm gone. It's gone.
Oh wow.
Disappears. My apologies. I know that you tried to get it out before, but
no, you're good.
I just had to get that thing out with Sukuna.
Oh no, it's jeez. There we go. It was I need to make our weekly whoever's doing bingo of our podcast, you can cross off your D&D reference of the week. I was thinking they're treating Yuji like a monk instead of just doing a shit ton of damage. He's just little hits that keep whittling down
Stunning
like
strike,
whatever.
stunning
Like,
strike, stunning strike.
yeah,
stunning
exactly.
strike.
Yeah,
Like,
stunning
these are
strike.
literally just stunning strikes. Is like the soul hitting.
Oh my God,
attack.
that's so right. God damn it. Why do we is he prone? Is he stunned for the next until his next turn?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, it looks like it at the end of the chapter. And like, oh, like Yuji just like whatever the Black of Flash equivalent is in D&D. I don't know if it just be a crit, but he critted.
Yeah.
The DM, whoever's DMing right now, really flavored it. Like it is. Ooh.
He crit and he put stunning strike behind it, and the DC was 20.
Yeah.
And
He's
then
just he
Sukuna
can't get
rolled-
past it.
Yeah, Sukuna rolled a nat 1 in the saving throw.
Yeah. He has disadvantage on every strike.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. We did have to make the D&D reference.
I was trying not to, and then I'm like, wait, hold on. This is too
With
similar.
this, let me cook with this.
We're so insufferable.
Okay. What do you guys think will happen next chapter? If you can give like any form of a description.
Yeah, I definitely think it's gonna be Sukuna gets reverse curse technique back for a second, and then Yuji just fucking lays hands, just absolutely pummels the shit out of Sukuna. That's
She goes,
fantastic.
no, you're not doing that.
Exactly. It
Like,
better just be a
oh,
1v1.
Oh, dude, like some sort of like calling it like, dude, you're my, like Yuji's calling himself like Sukuna's warden or something, like keeping him in check during this fight for everyone else to do whatever they can. Be so cool or something.
Yeah. I think a good way on how the chapter is going to go is that Drees, you're right with the reverse curse technique. And then he's going to get one of the hands back. I can guarantee it. Not the one that Maki cut, but the other one that Yuta got off. But what's going to happen is like he's going to form it back, but it's been pointed out before that Yuji can he can fight someone with 4 arms. So he's just gonna keep on punching, and like Sukuna has to keep on blocking. And just like he can't manage to put up any hand signs just because Yuji is in the zone.
Yuji keeps throwing a fury of blows at him or something.
Yeah. Got unlimited key points right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to the point that like he's just like, I got the reverse curse technique back, but it keeps on getting whittled down. So that's my description of next chapter.
Fuck yeah.
I'll go with the same one.
Yeah.
I'm saying it better myself.
I cooked that good on that one.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, should we end it there?
I think that's a good spot.
I think that's a good spot.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna say something.
Yeah, I think the one thing is that I don't know if we're getting a chapter next week. It's usually a break week now, but
Right.
we said before that we're gonna do the book club.
Yep. I think everyone has something.
I actually have something to read. I can do it this time. I promise.
I've got something.
I do as well. I definitely have not been jumping around from manga to manga trying to find something.
But yeah,
a lot of mid.
So-
All right. Well, thank you all for listening to the Jumpcast. We appreciate that you guys are continuously coming back and listening to us ramble. I hope you enjoyed. We hope that you're as excited as we are about these quote unquote final chapters, even though it's going to be like until the end of the year that this series ends. We hope you come back next week for our book club, and I hope that you return as well for the next chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, thanks for listening. See you next week.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
my apologies. There is one last thing that I just want to mention. Thank you for the people that commented last episode, and we are going to take those comments into account when it comes to this podcast in the future.
Yes.
That's all.
No, we will. We always appreciate the comments and suggestions. We're trying to improve this, make it more
Yeah,
entertaining.
no one's perfect. We're always trying to improve ourselves.
Exactly. So thank you guys.
Yeah.
and see you next week.
Bye bye.